Before the program, I was very good at being able to distract myself with a lot of different things. It ranged from watching a series of television, just episode to episode without stopping and completely going into another world, to going out every night and not wanting to be home alone because I didn't want to face any sort of feelings and just always be somewhere where I was distracted and not dealing with things. I had problems with anger, that I was just holding on to it, and I hoped I would get better, but I didn't. There were things that I didn't want to let go of, so I wasn't getting better. And yeah, the program made me focus, made me stop all the distracting for 3 whole weeks, and it was difficult, but it was really necessary to get to the heart of the problems and to get through the issues. And now, yeah, there's a lot of anger that is just gone, and I even am reminded of it somehow, and I think, oh, I used to be so angry, and now I'm free. There's a weight off my shoulders, and I'm a different person.
So tell us a bit about your engagement. So you were engaged, there was some disappointment in your engagement. Like what, not too many specifics, but just like, why did you think you were angry in a way?
I'd been with my partner from a very young age, and I felt that a lot of my innocence was taken away, that I'd been manipulated, and I was angry that I couldn't go back again after it finished, and that I'd had my idea of a relationship distorted by him, that I no longer knew what was normal, what wasn't, and yeah, I was upset that I had been forced to be someone else in the relationship, and that there was no real apology for that. So a lot of things I didn't want to forgive him for. And I also had a lot of anger because he didn't stop trying to get me back, and the anger reminded me that it was a bad idea and kept me strong to fend off all the advances and to say, no, we can't go back together because it would be a horrible idea. So the anger was there for so many reasons.
And how did it impact your life? I mean, obviously, when you had broken up with him and you were in a new country and all that, was it easy to kind of make new acquaintances? What was it like with guys, generally?
I think I would try and make sure that they were nothing like him, and at the first reminder I'd get very defensive that they might be trying to do the same things, and I was just not wanting to go through any sort of pain like I had before, so very unwilling to take a risk and to just trust someone that might have some of the same behaviours. I couldn't trust that they weren't all the same as him. I'd see one thing as a sign of bigger problems.
So, is it possible that you were a bit of an ice queen?
Yes, I think so.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And what were your favourite parts of the program? Like, what did you enjoy?
I enjoyed going over the story so many times, like having to reread it and read it to someone else and to circle the points that cause the most emotion. Because finally, at the end of the many rereadings, was able to just to just look at it as a story and it's finished now, and not live it every time, and to feel like it is over and it can be done away with. I also, of course, love the bashing of the ice and releasing the anger on that day and having myself go through one emotion after the other until there was nothing left to deal with. And I think most of all, I really liked the research and learning new things and being able to analyse and look back and pick out moments that caused upset and that caused different things, and just feeling like, okay, I understand now and it's logical, and now I can attempt to avoid this and learn from this in the future and become more experienced, through understanding.
And how does it impact life, like today? Like, what, other than not feeling angry, and are you more at ease with people or men, or like, how's things been impacted? Have you noticed a change, or is it kind of the same?
No, I have noticed a change. I feel like if I have a dream that is of my ex, I wake up and think, oh, yeah, well, that just happens, and I don't think of it for the rest of the day, worrying about why do I still have this, or tell anyone, like, oh, guess what, I just had this dream. I just think, well, we have dreams of people we used to know, and that's just normal, and there's no big emotional worry. And if my friends are struggling through things and they ask me for advice, I'm actually a lot more helpful to them, and I can show them different ways of thinking about things because of what I've learned, and I really like that I'm a stable, knowledgeable person that they can come to help them get through things.
And if someone else was kind of considering doing the program and they were terrified or scared, like, what is something that you would say to them? You know, because it's a pretty daunting thing, doing 3 weeks of total transformation. Is there any words of advice or anything you would say to them?
I'd say, yeah, it seems like a big thing for 3 weeks to dedicate a lot of time to that, but if you don't do it, it could be years and years that you're going through emotional pain and regret and horrible times. So it's it might seem like right now it's terrifying, but it's so worth it, because otherwise you may never get through what you need to.